Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games. And I just recorded a great play of this Solium Infernum, and I realized I wasn't recording, so now we go again. This is a really fun 4X grand strategy game set in hell. Now, eventually it's meant to be multiplayer, but they have a skirmish single player, which is fantastic. We're going to be playing with Astaroth because he's really good with melee and range damage, which is going to be really, really important, as you're going to be able to see later. Infernal is also good, but it's a little bit weaker, so it's kind of, well, it's weak at the start, it's going to be stronger later. The Dark Majesty has vanished, and the Conclave of Pandemonium howls for a replacement. You're an archfiend named Ruby, after one of my patrons, ruler of a great house of hell, and yours is the right to claim the infernal throne. Build your prestige, command your legion, and suppress your fellow fallen by blood or treachery. No sin is beneath you, because this is hell. Let's go. So first you want to look at our unit. So our unit is a blot of Astaroth, and we have 3 in range, 9 in melee, and 0 in infernal. This is important because the combat get resolved by doing ranged first, then melee, and then infernal, unless there's some special stuff, and then whatever is the difference, that's how much damage you do. So first thing we want to look at around is where we can go. So we can go towards the Unholy Fountain or towards Mouth of Abaddon. Now this is really important because this is going to give us some bonuses. So for example, this will give us 4 prestige when we defeat it, and it will give us +1 on prophecy power. Unholy Fountain will just give us 2 prestige. So first we need to figure out, can we even win a fight against these guys? Well, the Fountain has 2, 3, 3. So if you look at this, we would have 3, so we would do 1 range damage. Then we have 9, they have 3 in melee, so then we do 6 damage. So total we're now doing 7 damage, but then they get to Infernal, so they would hit us for 3. So we would win this, but we would get really, really weak. What about Mouth of Abaddon? Mouth of Abaddon is 7 on range, so they would beat us up. They would do 4 damage immediately, but then we would do 9 to them, and then they would completely decimate and murder us. So we're going to say, okay, and we're going to run towards our Unholy Fountain because that's the thing we can win against. Next thing I want to try to, at the beginning, you either want to try to get a schema or seek a tribute. So tribute will give you some kind of a resource, and schema will give you some kind of a goal, which will then give you prestige, which is really important to do things like combat, things like that. So what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to get myself a schema. So we're going to plot. And this is a really fun thing in this game, that some of the typical things that are in other 4X games, let me actually end the turn while I talk to you, like simply getting an objective, has a really fun and unique spin in this game. You don't just pick an objective, you plot a schema, and then from that you pick an objective with some extra additional things that we'll talk about later relating to prestige. Or this ordering up here that you see, this is very important when you're attacking these structures, because as you're going to be able to see, you often can't finish a structure in a single turn. So you will want to have, you do a little bit of damage and someone else does a little bit of damage, and then depending on the order, whoever goes last wins. So it's kind of interesting because it's not like ordering isn't a new thing in grand strategy games, but the way it's done in this game makes it feel really unique and exciting, even though it's not. And then on top of that, this game has like a bunch of really unique things, which is really, really fun. Now next time Murmur here goes first, so then we gotta keep that in mind when we're doing our attacks. So just out of curiosity, the Garden of Infernal Delights is a 6/9. So we would, okay, now, so we absolutely need to just start by attacking this Unholy Fountain. Now, what we could do here is we're going to attack, but we could also try to add some sort of a bonus. So we could devise a stratagem, and stratagem is a secret bonus that you get on top of your unit. The enemy doesn't see it. This is more important when you're doing things like actually hitting like enemies themselves, but we can do it ourselves. But before I do it, I want to check my scheme, because I want to see if I can get something exciting. Capture Theater of the Slot or control 15 cantons. I'm not sure what is a canton. I don't know what a canton is, so we're going to take Theater of Slot, because that one's pretty nearby. We can do that. You can declare it privately, which gives you the prestige at the end of the game, which is really interesting because if you do a lot of private stuff, at the end of the game you might seem like you're losing and then you can win, but we're going to declare it publicly because it's going to give us more points and we can use the prestige immediately. So let's just check whether we calculated the unholy fountain correctly. So we have 3 9 and they have 2 3. So we do 1 to them, then we do 6 to them. So we do 7 to them total, and then they hit us for 3. What we could also do is we could weaken one of theirs because if we weaken their melee, for example, by 2, or increase our melee by 2, we should be able to immediately murder them, which would be really cool. So increasing my melee plus 2, for that I need 3 Ichor, which I don't have, so we can't do that. So let's remove it. Let's try to do weaken enemy ranged. Cost me 4 of these. Okay, let's do that, because I can do that. We're gonna have to pay, well, the problem is we have to use the combined tribute, so we would have to overpay quite significantly. So let me actually try to see if we can do a different stratagem instead. What if I wanted to weaken their melee? No, I can't do that. Okay. Then what if I wanted to strengthen my ranged? That only cost me 3, so that's better. So let's do that. So I'll pay 2 of these. I will have to slightly overpay. I will have to pay 1 fire, which is unfortunate, but I will do it. So I will pay this. And we're going to move in there, and we should be able to win immediately because we're going to have now ranged of 5, which then means that we're going to be able to do 3 plus 6, which is already 9. So they won't hit us, so we will stay at full health, which is really important. So we're going to march, and we're going to devise the stratagem. Actually, you need to revise the stratagem first so that we can activate it. I think it activates automatically. If it activates in the next combat, then we're slightly in trouble, but I think we're fine. Let's kind of jump towards actually our sequence, because that's kind of what we care about. I want to get to my combat. No, come on. Yes, now. So hopefully the stratagem went first, but I think it did. So now our range should be a little bit higher. Let's check it out, guys. Let's see what happens. Now, this is a demo. I don't know if I said that already, but in case I did. So yeah, great. So it increased. So it's 5-2. So now they won't hit us at all because we will kill them on our melee step, which is very, very cool. And we'll gain extra prestige, and we'll just generally be really happy. It's just a good time for us. And the stratagems are one-time things, so they're pretty expensive. Typically, you'd want to use your tribute to get predators, which is like a permanent bonus. It's basically a hero that you add onto the unit that gives you some kind of a bonus. Or you might want to get like an artifact or things like that, and they last longer. Now here we've got, well, who are the Lilith? So Lilith's people, they have 4 on ranged, 9 on infernal, and they only have 7 HP. So actually, we would be able to beat them up. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna try to declare stuff from Lilith and start a war. Now the war takes a lot of turns. So we're gonna have to start in it very quickly because it just takes forever. Because we can't beat this, but we can beat Lilith. So let's go to town on our girl here. So first things first, we gotta talk to her and we gotta say, hey honey, you're gonna give me stuff now. She's gonna be like, what? Why would I give you stuff? I'm not gonna give you stuff. And then you're gonna be like, how dare you not give me stuff? We're gonna start a war. That's how we roll. So girl, give me. I want 3 tributes. If you don't give it to me, I will lose my, if they reject it, I will lose my prestige. They will gain the prestige, but I will gain a vendetta. And she's gonna refuse, because why would she give me like 8 tributes? She's like, crazy? What's she talking about, man? Now, because I want to attack her, I would like to move myself. Actually, no, you know what? We're gonna actually seek tribute, and we're gonna move in future turns. And you always want to seek tribute first, because it's gonna give you a better reward. I would also like to look at a bazaar and see if I wanted another unit. Okay, so the only other unit I could get is this, because it's pretty cheap. So I would be able to get extra fire to do this. And notice that they're very bad in range and melee, good in infernal, but they take +4 damage in ranged attacks, but they can teleport. So they're pretty useful in being able to move very far away and hitting things like these structures. Alternatively, I could try to get a Praetor, but I have no money for Praetor. So basically, I can't get a Praetor no matter what I want. How about an artifact? Not really. And a manuscript, these are things that allow you to like do rituals and do like better combat attacks. So what we want to do is we're going to try to get these Vile Apostles, so we need to get a fire. But right now, we just need to end our turn, and we're going to need to get some tribute, and then we're going to see what Lilith's got to say. And we also need to find that throne of Sloth, because we want to destroy that eventually. So our girl presumably said no. Actually, it might take an extra turn. We'll see. What did she say? So we only delivered the demand, so we have to wait. So I need... Oh, I was hoping for fire. But we can't get that. So I'll take this then. And the throne of Sloth is nowhere near, because that's kind of like my next goal. I also want to be careful not to hurt ourselves too much. But let me just check this. Yeah, this was just destroy us. Yeah. I could add defense to it, but I don't want to. Okay. I think we need to move our unit here. Just closer to Lilith. And I think we'll seek tribute again. Yeah. There are a couple of other things we could do. Like, we could try to do a ritual. But it costs resources. And it could, like, allows you to restore hit points. We could also do gain prestige whenever an opponent targets another with a diplomatic action. And I can reduce the value 1 of the target's attribute by destruction level. So we have lowest destruction level right now, but you could do rituals like this if you wanted to. Oh, so Lilith's actually moving away with her units, which is not good for us because we need to fight them. Another thing we could try to do, like with the way the vendettas work, is you can't just like go straight out to war to them. You can't just like destroy them. Instead, the way this works is that you always like have a goal, and when you fulfill that goal, then the war is over. And if you want to take over their stronghold, they'd have to have like a blood feud or exterminate them. It's to be more important. The streams, the statues, the very stones of hell shift and whisper, but they're infinitely more disturbing when they fall silent. For 3 turns, places of power and stronghold generate no prestige. Okay. Still can't beat this, which is kind of sad. It would hit me for 4. I would hit it for 9. Yeah, it's just not enough. You'd have to get like too good of a stratagem to lift this up, which again we can't. So let's just grab. Lilith rejected our demand, so we're going to declare a vendetta, and we can pick a terms. We can either say. Oh, so cantons are territory. Okay, so I can just say I want to grab her territory, or I can say I want to destroy her legion. I mean, I think we could just go for territory, honestly. Because if they attack, we can attack them no problem. So let's just try to get close to her territory. And then we're going to start moving around here. And we don't mind attacking her because we'll win anyways. And I'm going to keep seeking tribute because I really want that fire so I can get some really strong unit. And again, we're going to do tribute first because we know how that rolls. Oh, actually, I need to select a tribute first. So let's get this. Why can I get no fire? Come on, give me my fire. Could I actually buy this in the bazaar now? No, I can't. I don't have 6 fire yet. Okay, so we'll just end our turn again. And next turn, the vendetta should be delivered, and then we can attack. We can attack it. Also, this is where the Theater of Sloth is. This is a bit of a problem because they're gonna win it, and then we are gonna have to fight Belial to get it. Unless we find another Theater of Sloth, but okay. It's fine. So she's not coming home, which is kind of interesting. Like, I would think that she would want to, like, girl, I'm starting a vendetta against you. Do you, like, not care? I kind of want to beat her people up, though. Like, because it's just 4-0. And I have 3-9. So I have 12. So I'll get hit for 1 and then I hit her for 9. So I'm going to start moving up towards her. Like this. Now the problem is if she gets a stratagem for her, we're gonna be in trouble. So what I think, wait, how quickly did I say I'm gonna take the territory? Within 4 turns. So I'm taking 2 within this turn. So you know what? Let's move differently. let's move like this. It will take 2 of our territories, and then we can move that 1 step and kill her and get that 3rd territory. And I think, because we still can't go to the bazaar to buy this thing, because we need 6 fire, and I still don't have 6 fire, but I have tribute. Yes, okay, so we get fire now. So let's get the stratagem. What are we gonna do? We need to weaken her range. Let's do that. So we're gonna weaken her range. Weaken her ranged. And we're gonna create a stratagem. And we're gonna pay for that just with this. Pay. And we're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna move. And then I can't really buy the stuff at the bazaar this turn, but we can do it next turn. So let's just jump. We want to focus on our turn. Yeah. So we're taking 2 of her 3 territories. I would love to fight her legion. Technically, we don't have to. If we just take the 3rd territory, we're just done. Like, we don't really need to worry about it. It's just, I think it would be fun if we also, like, beat her up. Okay. Winds of discord. A spark of unrest has been fanned into a flame overworld, and a place of power has risen up against in the rebellion. Dreams to nurture, awaiting any archfiend ready to make an example of the dissidents. Okay. So we only moved 1, which is kind of interesting. Like, I wanted to move 2. So let's try to move 2. And we have the stratagem. And I think I'm going to go to the bazaar now, and I'm going to try to buy these guys. Oh, someone else already voted for this. So we can see that there's a bid on it, because it's red. I will also place a bid. So let's auto-select. And we have overpaid in fire, so hopefully that means that we can get it. Oh, an event card. Okay, we get an event. Winds of discord. Okay, unrest. Yeah. So we need to vote here. There's a vote is upcoming in the Infernal Conclave and will be voted publicly in 3 turns. So we will pick a candidate and they will lose control of a number of places of power equal to their rank. So right now we're at rank 0, but if we can get to prestige 30, we can... it keeps telling me to pick an event card, but I don't see any event card that I could pick. Oh, here. So I can pick either... The cost of rituals for all archfiend is increased, or 1 legion belonging to a random rival archfiend vanishes without a trace. Yeah, let's pick that. I hope it's not Lilith's though, because I really want to beat her up. I know I said that already, but I'm just really... Actually, we probably won't, because we're gonna take the 3 territories and then the vendetta will be over. Oh, it looks like we can only move 1 within enemy territory. Maybe that's the problem. So is she coming towards me or not? So we got a new unit. Burning rain sweeps the fields of hell, reducing the movement of all legions to 1. Okay. So I'm gonna... Okay. What happened? Traditional bribe. Billy has been visited by a functionary requiring payment of 3 tribute, and he refused it, so it cost him prestige. Okay. So we're gonna move 1 more. So this actually... It's taking us a long time to take the 3 things, because we keep... we can only move 1. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a teleport on this unit. I'm going to teleport to here. I just want to make sure that we definitely finish it this turn, because we are in trouble otherwise. We won't get that fight, unfortunately. Oh, so she did an infernal affliction on us. Presumably it was her. And it wouldn't have mattered. Even if she does combat with us, we still win, because your HP doesn't affect your attack. You just do that kind of damage. I should finish her vendetta now. Didn't I already get 3? I have beaten Lilith. You have satisfied the condition. So see, now I have 39 prestige. Now, unfortunately, it means I can't attack her now, which is super sad because I was really excited about it. But maybe we could attack this amount. So this is 7 range. I gave myself what? I weakened the enemy range. Oh, but now I am too weak, right? So I have to wait till I heal myself. Also, she literally cannot move, so I'm not sure what she's gonna do, but she's in trouble. What is the city of this? 986. This is Infernal 14. I'm trying to figure out where I could fight with this. Is there anywhere I could fight with this? Okay, this guy has 0 range, so they would hit me for 6. No, they'd hit me for 4. And then I would hit them for 5. So I need a stratagem on it in order to win this fight. But like, I could get a stratagem on it. I think we heal for 1 per turn, so we're probably not gonna do anything. We're just gonna stand here. And yeah, now we need a stratagem elsewhere, which is a little bit sad, but it's okay. And I think, unless, do we want to really, well actually, so I don't know if we can do another attack at Lilith, like immediately following, because what we could do here is we could pay 30 prestige to get a better rank, and the benefit of getting a better rank is first of all you get some better rewards, but also when you attack, when you basically demand things, they're more likely to give you stuff. Actually, I can demand again. So let's try to demand again. She'll probably say no again, but I just want to try it. Also, I don't know if I showed you powers yet. I don't think I'm going to show you powers next turn. Presumably she's... Oh, actually, it's only going to be delivered this time, so it doesn't matter, right? So it's delivered. We didn't heal yet, so I'm not sure what is the requirement for the healing, because it says healing rate +1. It doesn't say when you heal. We can vote on an edict. So we can choose an archfiend, and they will lose control of a number of places equal to their ranks. So I'm gonna give it to this guy, for example. Doesn't really matter to me. And I think I want to teleport these guys closer to the Garden of Infernal Delights. And we would also like to give them a stratagem that would basically weaken these guys' melee. Which, actually, we might not have the stuff for it, right? Because melee is... Actually, we do. Okay. So we could either weaken enemy melee or strengthen ours. Which one of these is cheaper? Because I think it's kind of like... It gives you +1 no matter what. How do I deselect it? Yeah, let's do melee +2 for me. I think that's just better. Oh, we would have to overpay this again. Okay, let's pick something else then. I don't know what this decoy tactic does. Okay, I guess I'll weaken their melee because that's the thing that I can pay for, so let's just do it. Pay this. And we're just gonna go at it. And as always, we want to do the stratagem first. And we're gonna continue our turn, and then hopefully... now we only have 2 HP with that Legion up there, so it is possible that Lilith will actually beat us if she has some interesting stratagem there. So that's gonna be a little bit interesting. But let's see who is gonna lose their little place of power. She accepted the demand! Ooh, I got my prestige and I got my stuff because girl is scared. Ooh, oh no. Oh no. So I lose. So I lost the Unholy Fountain. Who can win this? I think my main guys can win it. Actually, not with 2 HP. Okay, well these guys have to attack this. That's kind of what we've been prepping for. And then we have to move our guys here and try to get them home. Now let me try to show you how the powers work. So here in the Sanctum, I could get an extra power. This would, for example, allow me to get different type of scheme or increase healing rate. Oh, they only heal if they're adjacent to places of power. Okay, I see. So I have to move them next to my thing. That's okay. And but it costs you resources. I can also get a better rank, as I already talked about, so I could purchase rank here, but because I'm using my stuff for movement, we can't do that. But I actually think this is a good time to end the episode now that we've completely destroyed Lilith, and by that I mean she does whatever we say because she's scared. Alright, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, right now in the comments, you can click on the right to watch some other game that we play on this channel. See you there. Bye bye!